materials. At the same time, we are confronted with major challenges. A changing climate, oceans polluted by plastic, and the unsettling reality that plastic particles have been found in the human body. Plastic particles have been found in the human brain and in breast milk. Some of these particles may originate from non-biodegradable man-made fibers used in clothing. This alone should prompt us to rethink our material choices and refocus our attention on natural fibers. The global demand for textile fibers continues to grow. Natural fibers may not always be the cheapest option, but perhaps the central question of the future will no longer be what is most cost efficient. Instead, we may ask what is biodegradable. What fits into natural cycles without requiring complex, energy-intensive recycling systems to manage its end of life. Unfortunately, these fundamentals, made by nature, biodegradability, and free from the risk of microplastic pollution, receive far too little recognition at the political level. In fact, with the national and international textile strategies, natural fibers often find themselves at a disadvantage. As a European, I say this with full awareness of the regulatory reality. At Dnfi, we do not accept this as a given. Our team works actively and consistently to strengthen the position of natural fibers wherever we can. And this brings us directly to today's panel discussion. And our panelists, I welcome. We have a small time frame, so let's get started right away. On the panel, we have Sandra Bohne, we have Chris Tattersall, we have Adrian Arana, and we have Terry Thompson. And I would like to start with Chris. Chris, I welcome you as the CEO of the sleep retail brand Woolroom, who is one of the world's leading providers of sleep-related products made from wool. And you have operations in the UK, in the US, in Canada, but you supply around the world, actually. My question is, a challenge for brands and retailers is that they must navigate through a plethora of sustainability initiatives involving natural fibers. The Woolroom has its own exclusive program, Wool ID. Is there any way that the various wool traceability programs could be brought under one umbrella to make ethical sourcing easier for brands and retailers?
Is this on? Thanks, Arvi, for the question. So we operate a sustainability and traceable program called Wool ID, which traces back to the farm with our products using a QR code system, using a lot number-based process through manufacturing. The answer simply is yes, but the challenge probably for the wool industry is to have commonality across all the major wool-growing countries, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, South America, UK, and indeed other countries. So we would need to standardise that process of sorting and grading the wool at source. That's probably the biggest challenge. The UK, we're very lucky. We sort and grade our wool into over 120 different grades. That enables us as a retailer to buy the perfect wool for the perfect product. What we would need is each country to be doing that to a greater degree, and that would then allow the traceability programs to be put in place. All very feasible, but would need some work probably at a global level to bring that together. And in that way, we can then add real value. The consumer can then see where their wool's come from in that product, which gives them real genuine traceability, as we see in our food industry. And there's no reason why the homeware industry can't do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Now let's come to the lady in the room. I just mentioned banana and pineapples. Sandra Bohne. Sandra is the co-founder and director of the Fibral Material Alliance, a global network connecting the alternative plant fiber supply chain from farm to finished product. With the Alliance, she supports collaboration and joint research amongst members for plant innovation. Sandra, banana, pineapple, palm and other natural fibers could potentially be harvested in millions of tons. Realistically, what can we expect in terms of volumes of production during the next decade?
Yes, thank you, Elke, for the question. That's right. So banana fiber, for instance, could be produced if we were to use all the stems from the fruit bananas around the world. It could produce 6 million tons of fibers. For pineapple and date palm, for instance, that would be 1 million tons each. But currently, there's a lot of challenges still to the scalability. On the one hand, that's the quantity. For instance, we have a quite low yield for instance, banana and pineapple fibers. If you compare that to flax, for instance, you would get 30% of fibers from the stalk of the plant. If you extract fiber from pineapple and banana, you get around 2 to 10% of fibers. So you can imagine how many tons of biomass you would need to collect, process, and transport in order to get the same amount of fibers. In addition, pineapple and banana are mostly produced in the global south. And in these countries, the machinery is quite rudimentary. It's often even manual machinery. It's semi-mechanized. So you can get around 2 to 3 tons of fiber per month, which is not a high throughput. So that's an additional challenge. And lastly, climate change, which is also impacting natural fibers a lot and is decreasing the quantity, but also the quality. That's the second aspect. Here we have the problem that not every country that has a lot of banana fibers and pineapple plants knows how to extract those fibers to a quality that is very specific to maybe textile applications or paper applications. And in addition, the standardization, because these fibers haven't been around that much on a commercial scale. So there's little standardization in comparison to the cotton industry, for instance. In conclusion, we as an alliance believe that there's great potential for scalability in the next decade. Currently, we have around 2,000 tons of production worldwide, which is really not much yet. For the next year, we expect around 6,000 tons. And in the next 10 years, with more investment, collaboration into new processes and applications, we expect that there can be a significant increase in the production quantity.
Thank you, Sandra. I already mentioned it from the cotton perspective. This is a very exciting fiber complex. Let's come to Adrian. Adrian Arana is the commercial manager at Sisal Tejidos. He leads the development and international positioning of sustainable textiles made from Sisal. Adrian, I probably pronounced it wrong now, but you can correct me. However, Mexico has a long history of involvement with natural fibers, and the name Sisal comes from a port city along the Yucatan Peninsula, where sisal was first exported. What is the future of production of sisal and other natural fibers in Mexico?
Well, Mexico has a long story with natural fibers. The first ones that used the sisal was the Mayan culture. The hammocks where they used to sleep for construction, they discovered these fibers. Mexico has the 70% of the gathers worldwide. What we do with that? Back 1 century, 59% of the incomes of Mexico as a country was for the sporting sisal, or Anakin, how we call it. In Mexico, it's called Anakin. It was you guys who baptized like sisal because when the fiber arrived to different places around the world, it was Producto de Anakin, port of sisal. So people keep calling sisal, and right now, worldwide is sisal fiber. So that was the biggest incomes in Mexico. What we do right now, we're doing tequila, we're doing mezcal, still from natural fibers. But sisal got in the past when the plastic and all the substitute products arrived. So right now what we're doing is bring it back where it belongs. We're pushing really hard to the society to see sisal like a business. Sisal, it's a noble plant. It's a plant that lives for 20 years. It's a plant that after second year, it'll start to give you small babies. It reproduces by itself. So making sure that you can continue the keeping plantations. And the most important thing, and I think is why we call it one of the fibers of the future. You don't need water for the sisal. Sisal, for the humidity of the place where it grows, like in Yucatan, it collects its own water. So in dry seasons, just because the shape of the plant that we have, all the waters go to the root, so you don't need to put water. So the sisal grows in the worst conditions. You know, if you see rock, you're gonna see a sisal plant going through the rock. So it's a brave plant, it's a noble plant, live for 20 years, and it lets you know when it's going to die. You know, you see a sisal plant, you can look at it Google. If there's a tree coming out of the sisal, it's telling you, hey, I'm going to die. And before it dies, it gives you around 200 or 300 small sisals. So you can put it in another place, it's gonna grow. So it's a plant that gives you everything. It's one of the fibers of the future.
I think you love that fiber, don't you?
I'm proud of that.
Chris, Woolroom creates home textiles made of wool and other natural fibers designed to deliver a superior sleep experience. That is fine for consumers, of course, but brands and retailers must also have an incentive to source wool and natural fiber products. So what is the value proposition for brands and retailers? Will sourcing products made of natural fibers result in greater unit sales, increased margins, fewer returns, or some other benefit?
A complex question.
Yes.
I think you've got to look at the wool as a fibre and its features and benefits to add real value at the retail stage. So wool versus many other fibres has amazing qualities. It is natural, it is sustainable, it biodegrades in water in 90 to 120 days, in land between 6 and 18 months naturally. It creates nitrogen-rich compost. It is temperature regulating, it is hydrophilic, so it regulates our temperature at night. It will regulate humidity within an interior, so whether it be downstairs or upstairs in our houses. It regulates air quality, so it neutralizes volatile organic compounds. I could go on. So in terms of real value, I think retailers need to see that and to promote and to market wool as a premium fibre in terms of their selection. And most importantly, tell the story that wool really delivers versus many other fibre types. If we think about polyester, polyester takes 500 to 700 years to biodegrade at end of life. Are we thinking about that now? Are retailers thinking about what they are selling as that proposition? In terms of a performance fibre, wool is 300% better than cotton in terms of managing moisture. And what do we do at night? What do we do during the day? We perspire. So it is an amazing fibre in terms of what it can do within the home. In terms of flooring, it regulates the air quality that we live in. So put a wool rug down, put wool carpet in the home using strong wools, i.e. the thicker, coarser wools that are more difficult to sell in the market. It can add real value. So I think, for me, we need to see, it's not only about telling the consumer the story, but retailers have got to play their part in telling that story about the features and benefits of wool, particularly in the home, but even garments, like I'm wearing. There is a real benefit versus buying other synthetic combination fibres because of all the benefits it's going to bring to the world, to our planet, to our future, to our kids, but mostly to how we're living our lives today.
Thank you. Thank you. Very, very good answer. Dr. Terry Townsend he was the director of the International Cotton Advisory Committee, placed in Washington, the head organization or the roof organization of the entire cotton industry in the world. Then he became the statistician of the Discover Natural Fibers initiative, and he is doing a tremendous job there. He's putting together all the production numbers of all fibers in the world, natural or not natural. Terry, when we come back to the cotton, the old-fashioned natural fiber cotton. Do you think this will turn into a luxury fiber in the future? What is the future of cotton? What do you think about it?
Old-fashioned. The cotton industry cringes at a label like that. Certainly view ourselves as also the future fiber along with the others. There's no, there are many reasons, as Chris has indicated, and Adrian and Sandra have said, there are many advantages that natural fibers have, but at this time, there's no evidence in the statistics that world production is rising. The cotton industry is faced with the challenge of have to increase yields so that the cost per kilogram can be competitive with polyester. Unless the cotton industry is successful in doing that, it's hard to see how there's going to be growth. And I'm going to leapfrog here and ask our three panel members to help me answer this question. Chris, you can talk all you want about the benefits of wool. Today, a kilogram of polyester mill delivered in China is 98 cents. The British wool fleece indicator, and I know that's an average across a lot of them, you said 120 grades, that's an average, but it's currently $2.40 converted to US $2.40 a kilogram. And Adrian, a kilogram of sisal out of Brazil, not Mexico, I apologize, but a kilogram of sisal, and your price is going to be similar, is running at $1.90 a pound. And Sandra, banana and pineapple fibers are also running in the $2, $3, $4, kilogram, $2, $3, $4 a kilogram. So, Elke, cotton has many extraordinary benefits, and I'm a cotton guy, of course, I believe that. But we've got to be able to compete on price. In the U.S., just recently this week, Saks Fifth Avenue declared bankruptcy because premium brands are struggling. So premium products are struggling. So I'm going to pass this down, first Adrian, then Chris, then Sandra. How do natural fibers compete with synthetics when we cannot match price?
Thank you, Terry. Adrian, go ahead.
Well, I think what Terry is saying is really important, and that's why we need all of you, all the designers, all architects that are here. Because first they need to understand that are a completely different process. Processing natural fiber instead to do a synthetic fiber, the process is completely different. We have at least 5 more steps between to get a product. So yes, it's gonna be always more expensive. But that's when you help us to make conscious to the customers what are the benefits, because otherwise we can be here talking all day, giving you all the facts how these products can help to our world. We only have one world. So that if you don't help us to that information get to the customers, that's gonna be a battle that we're really lost.
My answer would be, unless you change, you die. So what do I mean by that? Brands, manufacturers, the industries in the natural space need to look at the consumer and the brands, so retailers. Unless you move on, you will fade away. And time, year after year, decade after decade, you see that. We have to embrace modern technology, social media, the modern methods of reaching the younger customer, to educate, to market, to tell the story. And for me, the one big word is storytelling. We've got to tell the story based on fact. Research, research, research. Prove, tell the story, and tell it really effectively in the right medium to the right people in the right place. Our natural fibers are premium fibers. We have to understand and recognize that. We're in the top quartile of every market. We can't try and compete with polyester. We won't. We just won't. So, but what we have to do, there is plenty to go at that premium end of the market. There are people there who can afford to spend the money, but we need to convince them by telling the story. That for me, is the most important thing.
Thank you, Chris. Sandra, what is your view?
Yeah, firstly, I think I need to correct a little bit. The pineapple fibers, for instance, are even more expensive than that. So it's really, really difficult right now, as they are just in the beginning of commercialization. Well, I think on the one hand, I agree with you. It's research and storytelling with these ancient fibers, but reinvented fibers. If we talk about pineapple, banana. There's a lot of research going into it, and then needs to be much more research and investment to create qualities that could match even the cotton quality. So it is very important that we research on that and would therewith increase the efficiency of production to get the pricing down. On the other side, these fibers are connected to, or they are nature-based solutions. So the sustainability credentials should be one of the properties of these fibers, and they should be accounted for as well. That is very difficult to convey, but I think in this sense, where we can use agricultural residue, that is a really good property to explain. If we look a bit further in the alternative plant fiber space, we have something like water hyacinth fiber, where we control infestations in Africa, for instance. When we look at flax or a jute fiber that can be intercropped or in crop rotations and can therefore have more environmental benefits, there's a lot of nature-based solutions and also rural development that is in conjunction with the production of these fibers. And I think the industry is not there yet, but we will get there, that we can account these environmental and social benefits a little bit more into the storytelling of these fibers, and also eventually the hard facts, so the LCA assessments, life cycle assessments on these products, which should definitely be accounted for, but it will be very, very difficult to get the price down similar to polyester. That won't be possible.
Thank you, thank you. Now that we touched the topic of prices and consumer preferences, Sandra, what specific advantages do alternative plant fibers have in home textile applications that would be of interest to participants of the Heimtextil?
Well, alternative plant fibers have very similar properties to other natural fibers, and they have been used for centuries in home textiles. They're highly applicable due to their breathability, their moisture management, their strength and durability. So if we speak about water hyacinth fiber, again, that has been in accessories for the home and furniture for a very long time. If we think of jute in rugs, sisal in rugs, or linen and hemp in curtains and bedding. So there's definitely highly applicable properties for these applications. I also think that, especially in home textiles, the entry barriers are often quite a little bit lower as in fashion, because if we want to wear the fabrics on the skin, it is more difficult to achieve very fine qualities that are suitable for that. And also on the consumer preferences side, there is a big interest that we're seeing as an alliance in the natural look of plant fibers, also in the hand feel and just the aesthetic of plant fibers in rugs, in furniture, in decorations for the home. So I think that's very highly applicable and has been used for so long, so it's really a reinvention actually.
Thank you. Adrian, now that we talk about the Heimtextil participants, should those participants expect increased supplies of sisal products during the next 10 years, and why?
Well, if that happened, we have been successful, because our purpose is not just being a company to selling rugs or sisal. It must bring back the fiber. And bringing back the fiber, right now, sisal has been used in different industries. For back tea industry, for paper industry, for construction industry. So sisal has a lot of use, not just rugs, what we are making. So it can make in decoration, it can put it in furnitures. The resistance of the fiber, it's really good. So hopefully we're gonna see more companies using Mexican and Yucatecan sisal here in Heimtextil. It's where the designers need to use the creativity and create stuff with these natural fibers. And hopefully you're gonna help us to see more companies using natural fibers in the future and a special size.
Thank you. And you promised you have a bottle of tequila with you?
Yeah, by the way, I brought the cousin of sisal. Mexico has 70% of the agaves. One of those is the tequila. Pretty nice tequila. If after the talk you want to try it, you are more than welcome.
Very much looking forward.
It is.
Terry, when you left the cotton sector and you became friends with all those interesting natural fibers, and you were very good in numbers, and you were very good in estimates, what do you, as an expert, think about the future of natural fibers? And what do you recommend the natural fibers industry to do to be successful?
Okay, thank you. So numbers, I knew we'd get to this eventually. In round numbers, we produce 33 million metric tons of natural fibers a year. That has not been going up for 2 decades. It's been sawtoothing up and down. The trend has been level. There are 2 things that I think are in favor of natural fibers over the next decade. One, we are seeing stronger world economic growth. Both the World Bank and the IMF are forecasting strong growth through 2035. And that more income leads to more consumption, leads to more retail sales of everything, including products made of natural fibers. The other factor that I think might start bending the curve, the concept of sustainability, I think, is gradually shifting from a myopic focus on the environment to now include much more concern about impacts on human health. And as Elke was pointing out in her introduction, concerns about microplastic pollution and the chemicals that are carried on microplastic fibers, I think are going to be rising in importance. That may affect both EU and Japanese and North American regulatory regulations affecting fibers. It may also begin to affect consumer demand. So there is prospect, it is feasible to imagine that natural fibers will grow from the current level of 33 million tons. If you look at a compound annual rate, 1.5%, they'd be up to about 38 million tons in a decade. So there is potential for growth. Well, I've got the mic. I want to piggyback on something that a panelist said earlier about the future, about what it takes to grow. I agree 100% with research. Research to improve efficiency and get costs down. But there is another factor, and I point to this poster, the Aid by Trade Foundation poster, that's to our left of the panel and to be behind most of you. Natural fibers are produced by people. And to the extent that we can connect in the consumer's minds the importance of natural fiber production to the people who grow them, I think we can expand the market for natural fibers. And as natural fiber industries, we need to really be emphasizing this. About 2% of the world's population is involved in the production and harvesting of natural fibers. You add up all the cotton people, all the wool growers, millions of people producing mulberry leaves for silk, millions of people growing jute and harvesting jute. You start with Africa and work your way down through wool. About 40 million households and about 150 to 200 million people. To the extent that marketing, messaging, public relations for natural fibers, combined with improved efficiency, can connect natural fibers in people's minds with the people who grow it, I think that is what is required to really begin expanding the market rather than just maintaining it at this level of around 30 million tons that it's been for 2 decades.
Thank you, Terry. A challenge? Before we start with the award ceremony, I would like to thank all four panelists for their contributions. I think you will be available for questions also afterwards. So they will stay here, and if you have questions after the ceremony, don't hesitate, just approach them. Now we come to our Dnfi Innovation Natural Fibers Research Award. We created this award some years ago to raise awareness for natural fibers, and we found some wonderful winners in the last years. And this time we got a very exciting project. I would like to introduce Mr. Mohammed Faraz. Please come to the stage, and I would like to introduce Mr. Qasim Siddiqui. Please come to the stage. Just a few words about this award. Thank you very much. Your research presents a fully sustainable end-to-end workflow for producing high-performance banana and cotton fiber reinforced epoxy composites. The process is based on chemical-free, solar-powered mechanical fiber extraction and fully traceable fabrication methods. And I think you're the better ones to explain what you did. The stage is yours. Thank you. Thank you. I think you can, yeah, I think it's working. Mike. Yeah.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Qasim Siddiqui, and Mohammed Faraz is my master's student. And in Pakistan we are doing research on the upcycling of agriculture waste. Basically what we are doing is we have developed a process where we extract fibers from the banana stems waste, and then we upcycle it to make yarn and fabric. And after producing that fabric, we have used that fabric into composites. And the result shows a very promising result that due to its strong toughness and its molecular structure having a very crystalline forms, resulted in a very strong composites. Those composites can be used in automotives, interiors. Yes, here we have some glimpses. Can we move on? Can we move on? Okay, this is the background because we are using the agriculture waste. So it is the appreciation of the food crop. Basically, banana is a food crop, and we all know that banana tree gives the fruit once in its life, and then people cut it through, and it generates tons and tons of agriculture waste. So here is that machine that we have developed, and with this a very simple machine, we extract the raw banana fibers. Next. Here is some of the pictures that how the tree waste has been collected, and with that machine we can extract those fibers. Here is some drying process. It's totally sun dried, where though no energy is needed. So basically we are trying to make it more sustainable way. Next. That is the fabric. It is a handmade fabric which has been used in the process of composite making that is later used in automotive interiors. Next. This is our lab in Butams, Balochistan, Butams University, Balochistan, Pakistan, where we extract the fiber, where we constructed the fabric, and we are doing R&D on composite making. So I would, in the last, I would like to thank our industrial partner, Fawad. He is from the National Fiber Company, and I will request Mohammed Fawad to please come on the stage and please be with us at this movement. Thank you very much.
So I am here with the award. We have another one there, but it's too heavy. I just would like you to accept the award. Who wants to carry it? All of you. Okay. And we might take a photo all together. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. So congratulations. Congratulations. The gentleman will be available now for any questions you have. And now we come to an end of today's panel discussion. I thank you all for attention, and I thank the panelists for their patience and for being here and answering our questions. Well, thanks a lot, and I wish you a wonderful day and safe journey home in case you are leaving today. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Elke, for this wonderful presentation and bringing the DFNI here on stage. We'll take a short break off, around about 20 minutes, oh no, even a little bit longer, until 4:15. And then we'll be back here with the 6 key trends that have been summarized underneath the motto, craft is a verb. So be back here if you're interested in this year's Heimtextil trend. Obviously always a highlight each year at Heimtextil to get an insight in where the textile industry is heading. And you'll get the honor of having actually Alcoba being present on stage themselves, probably Valentina and Joseph, and introducing you to their thought process and research behind this year's Craft is a Verb. Das ist
I want to request you to take the picture. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Started early, Mr. Tatterson. Oh, there she is.
Ah, Justin. Justin is there.
I thought you were. Start, let's keep going. To go on.
Faraz, you are live now and people are watching you. So what's your views about this award?
This prize is सिर्फ एक start है and ये एक opportunity उन students के जो पाकिस्तान में हैं कि पाकिस्तान is very much blessed with many things और ये सिर्फ research करनी चाहिए और थोड़ी सी उसके साथ काम करना चाहिए. We have power to do something innovative.
Thank you and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. पूरा नाम फराज है?
Mohammad Faraz. Sir, you have won the Dnfi award to 2026. So what's your views about this award and as we know your contribution regarding the establishment of natural fiber company and the research regarding the banana fibers in Pakistan, which is like you have done the crazy things. But today we want to listen from you that what you have achieved and how you see the future of natural fibers in Pakistan.
Thank you, Fawad. I would like to dedicate this award to, first of all, my team, my parents, and I would like to thank Almighty God that we have got this chance to present Pakistan at that level. So, and then my message to my student is to, keep hard working and you will see the results as Faraz has did. And I hope that more students from Balochistan, Pakistan will come and win another award. Thank you.
And sir, what you will give the message to the students of the universities, especially those who are working in textiles, that can they approach you very easily for their natural fiber initiatives in the future?
Yeah. My message to all of the university students that please do contact me, and we are available to help them, to show them the ways how they can, finish their research, how they can make the research more defined, and how they can present their research to the international level like that.
Thank you so much.
आप एक काम कीजिएगा.
Sir, I would like to, we are live now on Natural Fiber Company's YouTube, so I would like to take your review regarding the today's innovative award from Natural Fiber Company.
I think it was a great innovation from the Natural Fiber Company. I would like to congratulate, especially when we're looking at the social economy issue. We have a big issue at the moment to address the microplastic. We'll be developing a new fiber which is coming from a waste product from banana. This is a fantastic and this is a congratulations. And it's a great honor for Pakistan. It's coming from our experts and people like the Natural Fiber Company. I would like to congratulate them.
Thank you.
It's a good place to be in Heimtextil. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your appreciation. Hello, Terry. How are you? We are live on our Natural Fiber Company's page. So I would like to take your review regarding today's innovative award won by our student Faraz and Dr. Qasim.
Yes, so my heartiest congratulations to that, to winning that award. I'm really glad that we were able to select you and this initiative for the Discover Natural Fiber Initiative Award. And it's really well deserved. It's a great initiative, and I think you should definitely proceed with that to bring that to an industrial usage and to just scale up this product for the future. So I'm really looking forward to that.
And once again, thank you from the Natural Fiber Company to presenting this award to our research students. Thank you so much. I just want to take your review on our channel live. This is Natural Fiber Company's YouTube. So I just forgot your name.
Sandra?
Sandra. Okay. So I'll take your review. Okay?
What should I review?
No, I'll just ask a question. Simple.
Well, okay.
That's great. We have Sandra with us, and she is the I must say that she is the champion for the natural fibers and promoting the natural fibers from her end and working too much for the natural fibers. So Sandra, as Natural Fiber Company's research department won the Dnfi award this year. So what you think about that?
Very broad question. I'm super happy that you selected. I was on the committee, so I'm a part of that. I was very happy that banana fibers were selected. I'm from the Fiber Material Alliance, and we support sustainable development of plant fiber systems, especially banana and pineapple. We have a lot of representation. There is different companies around the world that invest in that and that research in banana fibers. So I've been extremely happy that Natural Fiber Company has been selected with that amazing product.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, my name is Matthias.
Matthias, how are you? And on behalf of Natural Fiber Company, I want to ask you that how you feel that about this our research department innovative project and this project which won the Dnfi award this year. So what's your reviews about that?
Congratulations to this development. I'm from the German Heimtextil Association.
Oh, nice.
So most of our people producing things from synthetic fibers.
Yes.
I'm in charge of circular economy. In circular economy sense, I'm open for every material.
Nice.
Every material has a sense. If you do it good, you can close the loop. I studied renewable resources, so that's why I'm here. I was curious to see this development. And for me, it's great to hear that you make from a residual, you generate value. That's very good. Yeah, and I always open to connect or to show our members development in the new areas of new fibers.
So hopefully we are seeing the banana fibers from Pakistan next year in Germany.
Probably.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So it's the wrap from here. Alhamdulillah, our research supported by Natural Fiber Company won the Dnfi Award 2026.
Have the logo in the background, Heimtextil, everything like that. Yeah, okay, you have to be a little bit closer.